What's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Lil Ty checking in for the one time real quick. Please don't click out the video just yet. I just gotta run y'all through something real quick. So I had did a giveaway like 2 weeks ago or whatever case may be. I'm just now kind of wrapping up on the giveaway. I just literally sent the guy, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, I'm blurry it real quick. Make sure don't nothing else pop up. I just gave him I ain't gonna leak that man number. I just put sub on there. Um Instead of sending him the camera, whatever, I mean, the microphone that I'm using currently and the camera that I had, I did a little better. Now, I sent him the same mic that I'm using, which is a AM8 Fee-Fine. It's a dynamic mic, which is sounding really good. Y'all see that? And I actually sent him the upgraded camera as well. Oh, and money sent. You know what I'm saying? Money sent. Nothing crazy. That man sent me a number. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man of my word. It was a little bit late because of I've been waiting on my new mic to come in so I can ship everything at once, but that's not how it ended up happening. But that's not the point. The point is I'm a man of my word, and I will be doing another giveaway soon. So if you want to be one of the ones that win something on my giveaway, bro, just I the last time I made it more like, oh, you get in on the one video and that's it. But this next time I do it, I ain't gonna lie. I need more. I want more engagement on my channel. And I always react. I'm not gonna be one of them folks that don't react. If I see a comment, I'm gonna always react. Now, from this point forward, my next giveaway, I'm hoping goes better off than this. And I want to do more than one giveaway. Like every time I do a giveaway, I kind of want to do it bigger than the last time for the most part. I'm not, like I said, I'm not rich, but I am able to, give back. I just hit 160 subscribers. Thank y'all. Like I said, just last week, if I'm not mistaken, I was at like 140 something, or like, yeah, I think I was at like 145 or something like that. This week we at 160. Y'all folks is going crazy on the channel, and then on top of that, y'all are also watching the vids. Now the only thing that we need to do at this point is get up on them likes and comments and chef's kiss. I swear to God. I swear to God, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all though. Like it really is a blessing. I feel like I say, I do feel like it's a very good thing, and I just appreciate y'all for keep tuning in to my videos and things of that nature. I keep gaining subscribers. So like I say, I appreciate y'all folks for doing what y'all doing, man. I love y'all folks, and let's get into the video. Cue that intro. Aha. Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Lil Ty checking in for another reaction video. Now today is gonna be real short. I didn't say real short, but it's gonna be a short video. Now, the title of the jump was "Woman Clapbacks at Men and Fails Miserably." Like I say, I am not for the women slander under no circumstance. I'm just a guy that loves to think open-minded, and I'm gonna start finding men stuff as well. When they be kind of stepping out of their place a little bit too for the women, that I have that may or may not watch my channel for the most part. But sometimes it just be like that. But I ain't gonna speak out here on too much. Let's just hop into this video.
Men, a lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone.
Ooh, it's a good way to start off, man.
I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too. You gonna be alone and single too in your elderly years. So
Nice.
stop going after women talking about all y'all single women. Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither.
River TV.
Eee, she snapping.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Riva, and I'm back again with another video. So I was actually sent this video in the wonderful world of TikTok. And I have not watched the video in totality. I literally just watched the opening words, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna react to it authentically together. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play, pause, play, give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire conversation.
Men, a lot of y'all gonna end up single and alone at the end of your life too.
Okay, before we react to this reaction, which by the way is hysterical in my opinion. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted, but kudos to this lady and Mad Family. Plug her channel real quick. Oh, she a big sub too. Hold on. Reba TV. Alright, I don't want nobody saying, you know what I'm saying, anything crazy. But I'm not gonna lie. Let's start off real quick, really brief, really light, really slight, for real, for real. In my opinion, it is a crazy statement how she started off. It's kind of funny. She kind of snapped, but it's not. She said some. In my opinion, men do have a longer time than women to find somebody that's willing to deal with it. I'm gonna be real. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, you need a little bit of money to keep up with anybody. Now, you might not be happy in what you doing, but nah, that's not even true. Because I mean, like I say, men don't really require that much. That's not the point. Let's just lock in.
I know y'all out here saying that it's hard for women to get married. It's hard for some of y'all to get married too.
Some.
Because the women that God has for you, you overlooking them.
The words that I saw were I know y'all say some of these women not gonna get married, but some of y'all not gonna get married. But when she's talking about the fact that it's harder for men to get married versus women, I just want to go out there and tell you guys that I just don't agree with that. Okay, I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna let her cook.
Okay, I thought I
I'm
was the
gonna
only one
let you know
thinking
off
that.
the bat, I don't 100% agree with that because men can get into a relationship with a woman and it's up to them if they get married.
Facts.
A woman can do all the things that she deems as right, and maybe they are right in a relationship with a man, but if he does not want to marry her and he's decided that he is not going to make her a wife, she will not become one.
Facts. That's what I was thinking.
Off rip, I already disagree with that, but let's just continue.
You keep shooting your shot at women that don't even want you because you ain't got everything you supposed to have together. I'm gonna say it because y'all don't really understand. Y'all try to say women gonna end up lonely. A lot of you men are gonna die single and alone because you will not let God work on your heart. You won't level up. The type of women you want, you don't even have the emotional intelligence to deal with them, the relational intelligence. You don't have the integrity. You don't have the leadership, and you shooting for that woman, but y'all won't talk about the ones that you shot for and they let you down and they told you no thank you. Y'all not ready to talk about the women that told you no thank you.
Here's my perspective, right? I'm with you in it, right?
Okay.
I really am. I'm the type of person that I'm gonna hear the conversation. I'm gonna give you guys my honest feedback of what I'm hearing.
Okay. Let's talk then. Shout out to the talk.
Premeditated idea of what my response is gonna be, or I'm gonna combat you. I'm willing to listen to what it is that you're gonna say.
Mm-hmm.
The issue that I see when women have these conversations is that women want to be able to check a man so bad. Like we've seen it with the likes of
exactly
Cheyenne Bryant, who, she felt so good coming for Cam Newton.
And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved.
But then when she gets backed into a corner and people talk about her relationship status, just like they did on the Breakfast Club, and she kind of like laughed about it, but, didn't like that the spotlight was on her.
I was engaged for 10 years.
Engaged for 10 years?
I kept putting it off because I knew that wasn't my person.
Great
guy.
10 years?
Whoa.
10 years? And she said he was a great guy.
10 years though, Jit? Engaged? I'm not gonna lie. After maybe the first year or two, maybe you should have gave it up, sweetie. Not gonna lie.
Great guy. He was a great guy. He just wasn't my guy.
10 years, he thought he was the guy.
10 years, but he wasn't a guy?
So I'm not saying for 10 years I knew he wasn't the one. When we got about year number 5 or 6 and I seen that.
Or her most
But you still went on after the 5 or 6?
She had with, Paul Pierce, who was calling her out on the same kind of toxic behavior.
Dating single? What do I entail for a 42-year-old?
I'm dating.
Dating, but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone.
In my opinion, I just personally feel like a lot of women want to check men so bad because of the fact that what men come onto these platforms or on the internet and say about women are actually true. And so it's almost like we're holding you accountable and we're talking about the things that can affect you. And even it's hitting so bad or it's so true that those women then have to turn around and say, well, what about you?
Nah.
Y'all try to say women gonna end up lonely. A lot of you men are gonna die single and alone.
But they gotta jump straight to dying.
What's gonna happen with you? Well, what about how you're gonna be affected? Like, are some men going to be alone because they're maybe miserable or they're stuck in a certain mindset, mind frame, or whatever the case is, and so they are gonna be lonely or alone eventually? 100%. But that's not going to change, rearrange, or fix the fact that there is a lot of truth to a lot of these women who are going to be alone.
Yeah, no, okay, so boom. Now speaking on the point of that nature, and we kind of halfway into it, but speaking to that, I agree with her. See, this is the type of woman that you kind of want to hear out at least, you know. She's speaking that for real. I do feel like that y'all do want to, you know what I'm saying, get in on a nigga for real. Like y'all want to get off so bad and y'all want to prove y'all point and whatever case may be. But it's kind of like I was saying when I first started the video, men, like I say, you only it doesn't require much. What don't they say? Emptied food and a place. I mean, you really don't require that much in all actuality. Don't even take that much to make sure a man cool for real. For real. A lot of men don't even require as much as y'all think that they do. In all actuality, it's not. It wouldn't be that hard. It's some of the most unattractive men in the world. Pause. But I have to say that I'm young. But yeah, some of the most unattractive men in the world, and then they still end up with somebody. Women have this specific standard that they're gonna always go by, and then they're not gonna necessarily go lower. You have your standards up here, and then maybe you need to be a little bit down here. It's like you out of your range. Every woman think they is 10 for it. And that, like I said in the last video with the Kevin Samuel, I don't think nobody's a 10 person, man, male or female. And I say no homo, I'm not gay. I'm just giving the perspective for both parties, male and female. Nobody's a 10 G. Nobody. If you just really want to keep it 100, it is very much attractive people here in the world, but nobody's a 10. I feel like a 1 through 10 perspective kind of go towards your attractiveness to them. So it's really 1 through 5 if you really think about it. So you got 1 through 5 of attractiveness, and then the other 5 through 10 or whatever case may be, that's the personality, if you like that type of character, you know, things, characteristics, things like lust, the little details. So it's like, okay, let's say you think somebody at 5 off the rip, just looking at them, and then you move on from there. So it's like, okay, well, dog, okay, buddy, you know, dude, cool, like he cool, laid back, you know, calm. Okay, that's you give him a point. Then it's okay, let me see what else this guy got. Oh, you know, gentlemen, you know, open doors, you know, make sure that I'm not doing things that a woman, my fault, that a man should be doing, like making sure I'm on the inside of the, you know what I'm saying, sidewalk. Don't let me walk on the street side. Don't let me touch door, you know. Okay, boom, you give him another point. Then you got, okay, how is he financially? Everybody, regardless of what people like to say, financials always come into play, and that's what it's always gonna be. So okay, you like, okay, financially, you know, he might not be the best at it, but he does what I need, you know. So it's like, okay, you give him another point for that. So now you done got a man that's up to, that you feel like looks very attractive to you. And anybody that look attractive, you gonna always give him 5 regardless. That's what got you. You know what I'm saying? So then you get to, okay, well, you got all these checking out your, you know what I'm saying, your boxes or whatever case may be, and then you get to 10. Like I say, no, I don't think anybody's 10. Nobody's gonna check off all your boxes. Nobody's gonna do this. So 10 doesn't exist. I'm just saying, like, and I know I've been yapping, but let's see what that's going on.
Who don't want to be alone. That's not going to change anything.
Because you wasn't on her level. It's a woman that you shot for, sir. And when she denied you and shot you down, now you mad at all the other women and trying to dog them and give them self-esteem issues.
I don't agree with this either. Men will shoot their shot at anything.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie.
And it doesn't
One
matter,
leg, no legs.
in my personal opinion. And
No
based off
rap.
of the reaction videos I've done, it doesn't matter what a woman can obtain.
Facts.
You know, a man can take a woman who doesn't have certain qualities but respects him at the utmost.
On me.
And, you know,
Respect go a long
work
way.
with that and make her a wife.
Facts.
But this ideology or the standpoint that, in my opinion, that she's coming from is, some of these women that were too good for you turned you down, and that made you bitter and mad at all these other women. Could that be the case a percentage of the time? Yes, it
Yeah,
could be,
of
but
course.
I don't believe that's the majority of the standpoint of the
Facts.
conversation.
Facts.
I genuinely don't.
I love this
The
lady.
truth of the matter is that you have some women who have an inflated ego. You have
Facts.
some
Oh
women
my
who
God,
are
egos.
delusional and believe that they are the prize in a relationship, and so they would love to.
Okay, boom. Let's talk about a prize, and I'm gonna be brief with that. Come on now. You gotta think about it. Who want more out of having a companion? Who want more out of it? I just told y'all that the men is simple. They only want, to be empty. You know what I'm saying? Peace, food, empty. Come on now. That's all. That ain't much. That doesn't require much. Now that's the bare minimum in my opinion. They got the little TikTok trend going bare minimum or you know what I'm saying, king treatment. We're gonna switch it from what it is. But yeah, get in
hear this
mind.
kind of conversation and be like, it was me, because I know I was the one who let him know, and I was the one who put him in his place, and I was the one who checked him. And
You're not bringing
again,
feminine
strokes
energy
their
though.
ego and makes them feel good. But the truth of the matter is that more times than not, men just move on.
Facts.
Okay, one person not gonna stop no show. They will move on, get into a new relationship, get into new situations, and the people that she's talking about, in my opinion, are such a small percentage of people that it doesn't even make sense to even make mention of it to the broader conversation. Whereas if we look at women in proximity of being relationships and being alone and not being able to be in relationships and not being able to balance or create that balance with their counterpart, I think that's a heavier conversation.
Facts. It is though. For sure.
I see y'all out there on the internet streets dogging women. This why y'all don't never get married. Y'all gonna be single forever. Sir, so are you. Sir, so are you.
So are you saying that men who speak up and are talking to women about the reasons why they are unable to garner relationships, and to men who talk about, or who combat women on the internet when they're talking about, I don't gotta listen to no man, I could do whatever I want to do, and they say this is why you're not going to be able to be in a productive
and that's more likely
relationship,
than not though,
are
nowadays
you saying
especially,
that these men are not speaking the truth and that they're only speaking from a place of hurt or pain because some other woman has done something negative to them? Is that what you're trying to say?
With that stubborn, prideful mentality, thinking that you are better than every woman out here and that you are the prize. Sir, you gonna be alone and single too in your elderly years. So stop going after women talking about all y'all single women.
Okay, boom, right? And I'm gonna try not to do too many more. We only 8 minutes into it, but you gotta think about it like this. Even old men get exactly what they want out here in life. And I'm not saying that in a more gloatful way, because I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna do what you gotta do. Like I said, it doesn't require a lot. If you make sense, it start from the beginning of the time. It's like it doesn't require much. Man wants simple. Let's just hypothetical. At the beginning, who made things more than what it was? Woman, the counterpart to the man. When you really put in a perspective like that, then it's like, all Adam was fed. He wanted to feed, you know what I'm saying, be fed and live his life. That's all he wanted to do at the end of the day.
Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither.
Prime example, like you just said, the one you want. It doesn't mean that he can't get anybody else. He won't end up being lonely. Like I say. Oh, she's smiling like that.
This is, to me, just from what I'm seeing. Okay, I don't know this woman. I don't have any personal relationship. I haven't watched anything else that she's done. Somebody just sent me this clip. Maybe she could say something on a different day and I agree with her standpoint. But this, I 100% don't agree with. Okay? I don't agree with it, because all a man has to do is have a little bit of money, a little bit of change.
I'm trying to tell you.
And he can easily snap his fingers and get a wife.
Come on,
all
man.
a man has to do And not even just that,
It
all a
ain't
man has
about
to do is fulfill a need for a woman, whether it be intimately, whether it be emotionally, whether it
financially.
be, he taking all his strength and he going fixing up stuff at her house and,
Hello.
standing in that man role,
Hey
whether he want to
now.
be a stepdaddy, whatever it is. All
Facts.
it takes is for a man to fulfill whatever role a woman needs, and he can easily make that woman his wife and be a husband.
Facts.
It's
Facts.
not something that's difficult to do.
Facts.
It's genuinely not.
I just don't like that smug
And
look, G.
this leaves out a big portion of the conversation where men are going their own way. Men are no longer bound down to women. And to me, this only proves that whenever women get their feelings hurt because of a truth that's being spoken, they decide that they are going to now conflate the message, and they are going to react emotionally with all this attitude and you gonna be alone too, and you gonna be this, and all the facial expressions and all this. It's a I want to get men back for all the women type of message.
Yeah.
You gonna be alone and single too, and
No, I ain't gonna lie though. It's like you can't fight for everybody else if well, I don't say if you can't even manage what you have going on, but it's like a job. Is you finna go speak for everybody that was done wrong, or you gonna talk about you being wrong? Because I mean, if you try to generalize it to everybody, you ain't gonna get nothing done. But if you make it your specific to your situation, that's a completely different story.
your elderly years. So stop going after women talking about all y'all single women. Some of you men are single because you can't get the woman you want neither.
More of the story, right? Let's just really give us a wrap up, and let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Like I say, I don't like I say I'm never the type of person to be biased. I'm not one of them type of guys. Quite frankly, I do believe some people are, but it's only a rarity. Like that young lady, she really came up with a valid point in my opinion, as far as like men only need a little bit of something. You feel one need for somebody, and you all they could think about. Like, oh my God, ain't no other man ever came and fix something for me. It's women always lacking something. It's that independency that y'all have. That if somebody fulfills a little bit of something that you don't have to be independent about, in my opinion. That's all it requires. That's all it takes to get the job done, in my opinion. But like I said, I ain't gonna speak out here about too much. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to another video, man. Peace.
Everything going, I act a fool when I go and perform, but I'm trying.